the German migration are changing rules every day. And believe me, their rules and laws are not there to favor. So guys, like I was saying, welcome to the Escapade show. That's how we say it here. Umekaribishwa tena sana. Karibu. In today's video, I'm responding to a video. There was a video request which I'm answering, yeah. And this is from this lovely lady, Delight. She goes by the name Delight. Delight Eze 5980. I believe you're Nigerian, yeah. I believe so. So she said, please talk about your nurse's assistants. I believe that's what you do. Tell us the pros and cons of the job. Please, for those who wouldn't want to spend 4 years in school, who would want to do a shorter Ausbildung. And yes, you are right. This means I've never really talked about what I am doing in Escapade show or what I did. So this means you've seen me somewhere. And by the way, I have an interview in Sally Klaus' World. I hope that's where you got me, because that's where I have talked about this nursing thing. Anywho, we are just here right now. So we get into that. But first of all, when I read that, I was so interested and I didn't want to give false information. So I looked, I have a friend who is currently doing nursing as assistants, and I wanted him to come and talk about it, because I felt like he is more in the position to say how it is. I did the Ausbildung, but I have never really worked as an assistant. So, but when I approached my friend, he was like, okay, Esther, a lot has changed with the migration, with the schools, with the working permit. So he said he really doesn't want to come and give false information about all that. So he's really working on that, and later on he will come. We will have a discussion, like a real discussion from the beginning to the end of working as assistants, because right now as we speak, the German migration, it's making it really hard for people. Like he just told me right now, you see me, I stopped. Actually, my case is totally different. If you're here and you have like your working permit is depending on the school, then it has really become hard. You cannot stop at assistance. The helper, you cannot stop at that. They're not even requesting, they're demanding that people do up to Fachkraft, and that is the generistic. Like you see, they also changed the Ausbildung. Before it was just Altenpflege or the Altenpflege, yeah, and Altenpflege, but right now it's called generistic. It's like this now. They don't have Altenpflege, they don't have Kranken, they don't have nurses. They have included everything in one, and it's called generistic. And it has become so hard that majority of people are just leaving it at assistance. And the government now have noticed that. So what they're doing, if you're here, if your resident here is based on Ausbildung or education, then you have to do it until the end. They're not allowing anyone to stop. And if you stop at helper, you're not going to get jobs. They're not going to employ you as an assistant. You're not going to get your papers, like your visa, like your stay will not prolong. Like, it's just too much. That's why he said, let me first go and check it out, and I will come back with the right information. So that's why I've even taken long to come and reply to this video. Yeah, but I've also talked to one of my friend who is working as an assistant right now as we speak. And yes, there are some, even me personally, I also know where are the cons and the pros. Yeah, just because if your stay depends on the education or the house building, then you don't have to stop at generalistic. You don't have to stop at assistance. You have to go vital. That is so sad for me. I feel like somehow they're trying to they're just trying to, because there's no more freedom, you cannot do what you want. And let's start with the disadvantages before going to the advantages of assistance. So one of the disadvantages is you do a lot of work. You do a lot of work, more than Faircraft, more than the higher one. You do a lot of dirty work. Let's say, you can say dirty work. Yeah, you do a lot of dirty work, and you do a lot of what the Faircraft doesn't want to do. That's what you do. And then the second one, it comes to Mula, it comes to payment. Yeah, the one at the higher, they get more paid than the ones who are at the lower place. Yeah. And then another disadvantage is you cannot be able to further your education unless you want to get out of that sector. You go and try something else, but again, you have to start from the beginning. So that's really a disadvantage. You can't further your education in case you are a career person. So let's get to the advantages. Yeah. Advantage of working as an assistant is you don't have much responsibility. You just go do your work and you're home. No responsibility for you. I think this is another advantage, that with the payment, it's still okay. The payment is still okay to a point where it will support you. It will support what you're doing. As in, it will give you that freedom. Yeah, you can do anything you want, you can save. So the payment is okay. It's still okay. Yeah. And then another advantage is that you will do the house building a shorter period of time. Normally, the assistance is just 1 year and the Faircraft is 3 years. So, and then the difference between Faircraft and the assistance, it's like 300 euro or 400 euro when everything has been deducted. It's, you see, so it's really not much, depending that the Faircraft has gone 2 more other years and you've done only 1 year. This is just for the normal people, like those who don't have problem with German. Yeah, but if you have problem with German, it goes for 2 years. Like the house building assistance is 2 years, and then the Faircraft, it goes for another 3 years. But normally on a normal day, the house building is just 3 years. So yeah, I feel like the 300 gap, 300 to 400 gap, I feel like that is not much, since you can go to work, maybe have a side hustle, and it will cover up. But again, the Faircraft will only have 1 job, will not have to cover up. But that, again, that is just the mind thing of a person. Yeah. So I really feel the advantage is that you won't waste much time. Honestly, you won't waste much time. If probably you don't want to waste your time with school, you can still do the helper, you can still do anything anything you desire in the country. You can still go on holidays with your helper. But if you really want to be a career person, if you want to further your education, then Farcraft is better, because from Farcraft you can always divert. There are many ways. You can even go to the university. There are many things that you can do. You can branch many ways with Farcraft. And that's just that with assistance you are limited. Another advantage is the working hours are still the same. Working hours are the same. Farcraft, non-Farcraft, working hours are the same. So me, like, if I would advise you, if you really don't want to waste time on doing Ausbildung, and you have more other important things to do, and this is not actually, nursing is not your thing, I would not advise you to continue unless you want to further your education. But if you're just comfortable working at assistance, and maybe you want to do some other things on the side, it will really save you time. It will save you time. That's just a personal opinion. And also, I would also try and advise people who really want to come to Europe, like, really know what you're going to get yourself into. The German migration are changing rules every day. And believe me, their rules and laws are not there to favor you. These rules here and laws are not there to favor me. It's there to favor them. It's there to favor them. So whenever you decide to make a move and come join this country, you really need wear your boots. Come here as a warrior. Come here as a warrior. Be ready. Be ready to tackle anything, because here is a place where you just wake up, you're faced with anything, anyhow, anywhere. Challenges here way. And I really hope that I have answered you. And Delight, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Somehow you're giving escapades away. You're paving way for escapades, and thank you. I appreciate this one. If you didn't mention such a thing, I don't think I would ever reach a place where I would talk such a thing. And thank you for that. And in case you have any other question, in case you have migration questions, in case, just anything on the ground, if I don't have the answers, I will definitely have someone who knows. And if my someone doesn't know, there is definitely someone there, who knows and who has the answer, and who will be ready to answer and give you the feedback. So thank you for that. And in case you're new here, karibu tena sana. Don't go anywhere. Feel free to say anything, and feel free to join the family. Asante for your time. I will leave it here. I will say adios, kwaheri ya kuonana. That means see you next time. And until next time, ciao.